Iran says it seized two non-compliant cargo ships in the Strait of Hormuz, according to state media. These ships escorted to the Iranian coast after the IRGC gunboats opened fire on at least one of them earlier this morning. Simon Marks is LBC's Washington correspondent. I'm old enough to remember, Simon, when President Trump, I think, truth socialed on Friday that the Strait was always going to remain open.
Yes, indeed. Of course, we've been through a number of U-turns from that position since Friday, Tom, and there's another one possibly in the pipeline. Yesterday, you will remember that President Trump abandoned plans for Vice President J.D. Vance to travel to Islamabad for peace talks with the Iranians, saying that he would not lift his naval blockade of the Strait of Hormuz, and the Iranians therefore said they would not engage in talks. Then President Trump later in the day announced an indefinite extension of the ceasefire with Iran. Now there appears to be a bit of buyer's remorse about that. White House sources are suggesting that instead of the indefinite ceasefire that he indicated yesterday to give the Iranian government more of an opportunity to come together with what he calls a unified set of proposals for the negotiations, now it seems he's only interested perhaps in a 3 to 5 day extension of the ceasefire. He's not, though, put that on Truth Social. Instead, rather oddly, his Truth Social feed over the last couple of hours has been replete with all sorts of memories of the last season of The Apprentice, which apparently was, back in 2004, a ratings juggernaut.
Well, I mean, the president has to, of course, be referencing his own programme from 20-odd years ago, Simon, rather than focusing on the day job. Where are these talks with Vance and the Iranians going?
Well, maybe there might be talks in Islamabad again towards the end of the week, over the weekend, early next week. At the moment, they're going nowhere because the Iranians clearly wanted to send a message to the United States with those attacks on those cargo ships off the coast of Oman. The message being that while President Trump keeps telling everybody that the Iranian Navy has been destroyed, they don't have any missiles left, they've got no air power. In fact, they are still able to engage in some pretty audacious activity relating to the Strait of Hormuz. The president also indicating that he believes Iran is financially desperate to get the strait reopened. But the Iranians will be aware that Donald Trump's approval rating here is cratering. 33% in the new AP poll, with only 30% of the public saying that they approve of his handling of the economy on a day when, once again, petrol prices here are ticking up.
Simon, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Simon Marks, LBC's Washington correspondent, here, of course, with his, frankly, unmissable American Week every Friday at 10 to 6.